Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope that you hear me well. I'm Fanny from Ma Petite Planète. It's a bit unusual for me to be on YouTube live, thanks to Elena from Volies. Don't hesitate to ask any question on the chat. Elena will let me know about that, and I will make sure to answer any question. We are together for about 45 minutes, and the idea of this session is to present you briefly about Ma Petite Planète, the challenge, how to play. We will look through the app as well together, and I will present you the role of ambassador and the resources we give you to help you with this role. All right. Um, First of all, I'd like to know if you could place in the chat the country you're from, because one of the very interesting thing about the challenge at AWS is that it's a large scope. So yeah, I would be really glad to know where you're from. I'll move on because we will get the answers with time. I will still make you work shortly. I'd like to know if you already project yourself in the ambassador role, and how do you see yourself in that? Perhaps you'll be really cool and let everyone go on at their own pace, at their own pace, sorry. Or perhaps you're really focused on team spirit. That's really good for the team. Or are you competitive and no doubt the victory is yours? Place your answer on the chat and Elena will let me know. Right. In a few words, Ma Petite Planète, which means literally My Little Planet in French, MPP for short, is a 4 years old non-profit organization. We aim to raise awareness and to encourage people to take actions towards the environment. To do so, we support different kind of group of people. You are here as colleagues in AWS. We support companies, and thanks to this work with companies, we are able to offer as well the challenge for free to kids from kindergarten to high school, or for adults that wish to play with friends or family. So thank you for joining and participating. Okay. Hi from Dublin and Sydney. Great. um, I will give you some arguments just to understand why you should play, but as well how you could convince people around you to play. First of all, the idea of the challenge is to enable you to have a great time. It's a game. So, of course, it's to have fun with your colleagues, right? To get these nice moments for team bonding. Of course, when you speak about game, you can get a bit competitive, and people around you, some people around you, I guess, will like the idea of competition and somehow challenge themselves and challenge their team. So that could be a good argument to tell people about the challenge. One other point would be that you will be doing actions. Um, some really easy that you will see or your team members will see that you already do it, and some more challenging, sorry. That means that if you are Greta Thunberg, you will still find some interesting things to do. But if you are the people you are talking to, sorry, um, are a bit far away from the environment or ecology, that's okay. Really, there are different level, and that's for everybody. We aim to as well interest a lot of people because we have different category of challenges like food, waste, energy, biodiversity, solidarity, and you will participate to a special edition. Um, and we will add different categories that are sport, disability, and inclusivity. That means that somehow everybody will find something that could interest themselves and to play and find actions to do. And then that could be interesting as well to mention that thanks to that, it's a game, it's a fun time. You are taking some small actions, and that seems easy, but you will progress and you will more and more understand your ecological impact. That is as well the serious part of the game. I will show you that in the app, we place a lot of resources. If you or your team members are curious, you can go and dig the topic. How to play? Okay, few words about that because that's quite important. The teams, you will play in teams. We call that a league. So one league is from 6 to 20 people. The idea and why you are here is that each league has one ambassador. The ambassador will be the person that will encourage people and answer the questions. The idea is to make your league win. And for that, you validate challenges, bonus challenges that earn you points, and you avoid the malus challenges that will give you minus points. That's not to make you feel guilty or make your league members guilty. That yes, we could update the presentation because there is less than 20. There is perhaps 10 max of those challenges. This is just to raise awareness about few action that could be harmful to the environment, but always with humor. You will hopefully sense in this presentation that our goal is really to make you feel okay and have a good time, even if we are speaking about environment. That's the idea. So those challenges are like, that's okay. One of them is to take a private jet during the 3 weeks of the challenges. I guess that it won't happen. So don't worry about that. Really, you can focus on the bonus. To write in the chat, you have to be connected to your account of YouTube. So I hope this is clear for you, and don't hesitate to connect. Then we could react to your questions if you have any. The game, the challenges will take place on the app. You can access the app on every stores. Of course, it's available in English, but as well, if you prefer in different languages, you will be able to see that on the app. And now I will try to show you the app right now. Okay. Elena, can you tell me if you can still see the screen correctly? That's good. So we are on the app. Here I will directly change the language so you can see where we can do that. There is English, Spanish, Italian, German, and French. All right, so this is the Home tab. As an ambassador, you will have the right to choose the totem personality. Totem personality is not a colleague that you don't know about and join your league here. It's people that we try to highlight. Usually this is personality about environment and ecology, but for the special edition linked to the Olympic Games, it will be personalities from the sports field that are quite engaged as well towards fairness and ecology. So you can check, you have different personalities from around the world, few French, of course, but not only. Please have a look on that. Then you find your own stats, the number of points and challenges you have. You find your league, and you can see the detail here. So what who joined your league so far and how many points they have. Right? But the most important tab is this one, challenges. All right. Then you will have access to all challenges. The idea about that is that you have and your team members 60 challenges, and each of you will do as many as you wish. You are not forced as a league to do the exact same challenges or the exact same number of challenges. It's really up to each person because we have different interests, different possibilities, and perhaps, we will not have the same time as well to spend on that. So it's okay, and each of you feel free to do as you like. If I open one challenge, yeah, I opened perhaps not the easiest one, but don't worry, they are easier than that. It was to show you that it's always organized in the same way. At the top, you find the number of points linked to this challenge and few information. The difficulty, is it easy, medium, or hard? The duration, do you have to do the challenge in one shot or a longer period, like 1, 2, or 3 weeks? The achievement, do you have to do it alone or in group? And the proof. I will talk about that later. You find some explanation of the challenge, some advice, some pieces of advice to help you to do it. And if you are curious, or perhaps your team members, you can go further and click on all resources that will link about that. Again, this is the serious part about the game, but if you wish. When it's possible, we estimate the environmental impact reduction that is directly linked to the challenges. If you have questions, you can access the Q&As here. And the idea is that once you have done the action, the challenge, you can click on this button. Today, it's not possible because the edition is not launched yet, but from the 27th of May, 8 p.m. CEST time, you will be able to validate. The button will be blue and you will be able to click on it, and you will earn points directly with that. You can place the challenge in your favorite, clicking on the little star here. That is quite useful because you have the whole list here. You can check the challenges by category. As I told you, there are many for many interests, but you can filter them. That's quite useful. For example, one thing that you could say to your league members would be to check the app few days in advance, somehow to check which challenge they would like to do or to start with, and to place them in favorites. They will be able to see them like that. That's quite easy, right? And then you can as well filter by if you want to only features the non-completed yet or the long ones. Perhaps you want to do a planning, or people in your league will be really organized about that. So they want to do a planning. So why not have an idea about the long ones? One thing that you could advise them would be to start with the easy ones, just to warm up, so they can easily find them by filtering that. And one thing that you could do would be to start encouraging your team by easy and team challenges. We have few, so perhaps that could be a good starting point if people are not sure how to process and how to start. All right. I have few more words to tell you about challenges. We have special ones, and perhaps you will have to know about it and explain about it. So boost challenges are challenges that will not earn you points, give you points, but will multiply the points you will get in this one category. For example, you have one boost challenge in the food category. If you validate it, you will multiply the points that you already earned and the one that you will earn in the future of this category. If you are quite competitive, that's a good one to have in mind. Flash challenges will appear later, but for a few days only, for a short period. I think this is usually 3 days, so don't miss it. You will receive a notification from the app, and you will get the information as well from us. I will talk about it later. And hidden challenges will appear later in the edition, but they will remain until the end. As a reminder, because I think I went a bit too fast, the challenge itself will take place during 3 weeks, from the 27th of May until the 17th of June, Monday to Monday. All right. Don't hesitate if you have any question and that you are logged into your YouTube account. Another quite interesting tab is the ranking tab. You will see your ranking inside your league, inside your team, but as well inside AWS, and that could be quite interesting, right? You have, I mean, what I want to say is that every league has their own chance, the same chances, because if you are only 6, or if you have a big team of 20 people, it will be the same, as the ranking is defined not about the total amount of points, but the average number of points divided by the number of people. So normally that's quite fair for everybody. If you go on the profile tab, you will see badges. That could be interesting for you to know. That could help you as well to convince people that will not be convinced by the competition, but perhaps by their own progress. The badge is that if you validate all challenges inside one category, you will win the badge of this category. So there are many, of course, and perhaps this is to motivate people to focus on something and really dig this topic and progress on this topic. So perhaps that could be interesting for you to talk about it. And as an ambassador, you will have access to your league settings here. That means you can change the name if you need, and you can change the um, totem personality. All right, that was most of all on the app. If you have any question, please ask. I will come back. Whoop, sorry. Oh, yeah, I will come back on the presentation. All right. So this was the main media. That was the app. But that's nice. You have an app with challenges. You can validate by yourself. Each one is quite independent about that. But what about the collective part, right? The idea is really to drive the team together around these new topics. Perhaps this is some topics that you never discuss with your colleagues. So the idea is really to get together with that. And for that, the idea is to have a chat beside. The chat will be created by you as an ambassador, and you will have to invite the members of your league inside the chat. So that can be any tools that you are comfortable with, like Teams or Slack, or we had people using Zoom, but WhatsApp is quite common as well. And on this chat, the idea is to share the proof that was written in the challenge. That's mostly photos or screenshots, sometimes a bit of text. And the idea behind that is not to check, for you as an ambassador, is not to check who shared their photos for which challenge. No. We work on trust, and that's quite fine in every cases. That is working fine. The idea behind that is just to share what you've done, to encourage people to perhaps share your thoughts about that. Was it difficult? Was it easy for you? Are you proud of this new vegan recipe that you tried, for example? This is the idea, somehow to discuss about what is going on during this challenge and what you accomplish alone or together in a group. That's the idea, somehow. I made this slide to help you go through the form, because to sign up, there is a step before going to the app. The idea is to go to this form, so I will show you. You create your account, and then you will be able to create your link and volunteer as an ambassador. That will somehow link you directly to the league. So you have the QR code. If you are watching your screen, you can directly go on the form. This is a web page through the QR code. And then I will show you. If there is any French AWS ambassadors, please refer to the process and the link that will be on the Give platform. That is a slightly different process for you. So what about the form? All right. If you click on the link or go to the QR code, you will arrive on this web page. You click on sign up and then go through that, right? And you click on next. I will save some time for me here. I will go, as I already have an account, to log in. And I will arrive directly to the next page. All right. And this is what I wanted to explain to you. So the idea is to know if there is already a league created around you. I guess that you are here to create your own, but perhaps, I don't know, your colleagues that you work daily with already created one. So this step is just to check that there is one or there is not, right? But if there is, so let's go on yes. You will have the possibility to join an existing league. So there is already few created. You can see the players in it if it helps you. And if you are here to create your own, you click on no, and you will be able to create. You enter your league name here, you enter, and that will be created in our own intern tool. Great. And then you select if you wish to be an ambassador. Again, if I'm going too fast here, you can find few information, few recap, a small recap here on this menu here. So the idea, I guess, would be that you click on yes. And if you click on yes and validate, you will be directly linked to your league, to the league you created, or to the league that you joined, if you joined here an existing league. And that will give you the special access on the app that I showed you with access to the parameters and the resources. So I hope this is clear enough. And if not, please ask any question. All right, I will come back. I need a few seconds to come back to the presentation. All right. I have a small quiz for you. I'm not sure that it will be easy with the YouTube live, but perhaps behind your screen, you can try to answer by yourself. First, to validate a challenge, I need to upload my photo. A, on the league chat, B, on the app, or C, on the management desk. And the right answer is A, on the league chat. That, as an ambassador, you should create. Second question. As an ambassador, I have to validate the photos of the players in my league. A, true, I've validated them throughout the challenge. B, true, I do it at the end of the challenge. Or C, false, each player does it as they go along. And I hope that you get that because that's quite important for you. That is the C, false. As an ambassador, please don't push yourself too far. You don't have to do that. And that's quite, that's quite important for you to know. And last question, last but not least. If my league decides to do a collective challenge, as I showed you, there are some, all the players must be there. A, yes, all my players must take part, otherwise it won't be validated. B, yes, but the majority is enough. Or C, no, not necessarily. 3 is already a group after all. And this is the C, yes. Few words about that. Each person can validate their own challenge, right? As I said. And if you have a team challenge that you wish to do, you can only ask a few person around you. You are not, you are able to not wait everybody. That would be a bit too much. So exactly as written in the quiz, three people is already a group. So if each one of those 3 people will earn the points. And then later, if other people want to validate the same challenge, they will gather in groups and do the same and earn the points and so on. I hope that's clear. So yeah, that was the answers. This slide is for me the occasion to thank you because the role of ambassador is quite important. As I said in the very beginning, we are a young non-profit organization, 4 years old, but still with quite an experience. We supported more than 500 companies so far. And what we have seen is that it's easier for people to motivate themselves if a known person talks about it. I don't know if I'm clear enough, but if we will send information to people about that, Christy worked on it. You received some communication, but what works more is that when somebody, right, like you, talks about it around and answer questions and motivates, that's really great. That's a really great role, and thank you for being there and perhaps doing it. I will talk about the role now as an ambassador. You have some things to do before the challenge, so right now, and during the challenge, so the 3 weeks, starting on the 27th of May. Before the challenge, somehow it's quite easy. You have to talk about it around you and form your league if you don't have already a league around you. Answer the potential questions that could arise. Create the league when you sign up, as I showed you on the form, and create the league chat. For that and to help you, we have an ambassador kit for you. We will share that with you later. I mean, I will show that to you right now, sorry, but the link, you will have it a bit later. So, all right, I will try to right click. Sorry for that. I'm not quite used to. Okay. So this is the kit for you. Here is where we will put some information. So MPP, myself mostly, will put some information on Thursdays to help you to motivate your league. That will be information about how your league is doing, the ranking, things like that, that you will be able to copy and paste in your league chat. Then you have some further information and plannings about the role and the challenge, just for you to have it in mind and not be lost. So this is the part before the challenge. You can click, so this is a Notion webpage. I'm not sure if you are used to it. You can click on the little tabs here and it will open another web page somehow, another tab. You find some checklists, some resources to share with your team if you like a 1-minute video to motivate your team, the rules of the game, things like that. So you can open each one. And during the challenge, the same, you have the planning, with the launch, with the message that we'll post here on the ambassador kit, the challenges, the hidden and flash challenges, everything. And if you click, for example, on week 1, you will see that we put a starting message. It's for you to use if you wish only. It's only a proposal for our own side to help you. So if you wish, you can copy and paste it in your league chat. It's to say, hey, it starts tonight. Here are the rules. Here, yeah, things like that. So quite easy. And if you have any question, you can ask. We can get in touch and help you. So this is the idea about the ambassador kit. You also have, if you scroll down, you have some resources for you to manage your leagues, chats, ideas to motivate your league, to get some help, Q&As, the rules of the game. If you wish to post it on LinkedIn, we prepared something for you, some tutorials. And if you wish to step up and progress on those topics, you have some resources for you just to have a look and go deeper on that. So this is the web page for you. All right. Okay. So sorry, shoot. Yeah, all right. Just in the YouTube live, not the best way to do it, but now is the time that I'd like you to work a bit on it and think about it. Let's say that the challenge begins in 3 days, right? So in a short time. You already created your leaks chat. So now what do you do? What do you say to your players? And if it's not clear for you, or perhaps to complete the thoughts that came to your mind, what you could do is to send them the rules of the game, to tell them to go for the app and check the challenges in order to place some of them into favorites, or to project themselves, um, to check if there is any difficulty for them to access, if they still have their login informations, things like that. Okay, that was before the challenge. So somehow sign up and create your league, create the leagues chat and answer questions. That was all. And during the challenge, so from the 27th of May, it will be to still informing your league's member by, yes, perhaps copy and paste the message we will place in your ambassador kit, still answering the questions. And the idea is to keep the dynamic alive and perhaps show the example. If you see that people in your league are quite shy and don't validate challenges, you can validate one, easy for you, and place the photo or the screenshot on the chat and start asking questions. That could help lots to make people comfortable about doing so. Few pieces of advice for you. Yes, on the league chat, you can set the scene or construct or set the rules of the chat with the other people. For example, are you okay to share the photos and screenshots only during, I don't know, daytime, not to be spammed during nights or things like that? What about sharing thoughts at 8 p.m. each day, or every week at every Fridays? Let's have a session where we talk about it. That could be a thing. Up to you and your team to define that as you wish. And to animate your league, you can do really as you wish, as you want to put time on it and motivation on it. You can be creative. Here are only a few ideas to help you. So, for example, let's challenge about challenges, I need to explain that the idea is to perhaps say, hey, let's a team, let's validate 2 challenges in 2 days, right? That can be that, or perhaps for people that are not um, really used to the app working, or not really comfortable about the topics, perhaps you can put them in pairs with somebody else, just to do a challenge together will help, perhaps, things like that. This is as well advice to give to your team members, but I already tell them, showing you the app. So look at the easy challenges, bookmark and put them in favorites. Try to go to the Q&As if you have any question, things like that. And if you or your team members are really, really organized and thrilled about the challenge, don't stop yourself to do a planning, an ambitious one, and start doing it. All right, that is some focus that I go fast on it because I showed you. Yes, the non-playing players, that could happen, that players join your league, but after 1 week, perhaps still have not completed any challenge. Perhaps you can send them a message to check if they have any difficulties. Sometimes it's because they lost their logging details. That can happen. So perhaps, yes, just to ask them. And if they need some reassurance, you can encourage them, put them in pairs, try to do a first challenge with them, or to show them how to filter the easy one, things like that. I hope that you are feeling okay and perhaps enthusiastic about it. Um, if you have again any question, I'm not sure it's working, but if you have any question, try to put it in the chat. And if it's not working, or you do not have any question right now, but it will come later, you can contact, I guess that in the communication you have some contact in your side. I guess that you are not alone. So and yes, as a recap, somehow your mission would be to sign up, to talk about it, to your colleagues somehow, and create your league chat and have fun. Again, this was quite a dense I mean, it was heavy perhaps for you to have this presentation right now, but the main message would be have fun. It's a game. You will see. It will be a nice time to spend with your colleagues. And if you want to speak during the live, or just react in the chat, we can have some minutes right now for that. And if not, I wish you then a pleasant day and a pleasant weekend. And thank you again for joining this session.